Всем привет! If you have been watching this series for a while, you already know what we're doing. So we're just gonna start. We're gonna start working with the accusative case. Okay, I switched my screens, and today we are working with the accusative case. And the very first context for the accusative case is the direct object. It's kind of like the quintessential context for the accusative. And the direct object is something we kind of touched upon when we talked about the indirect object concept in dative. In our sentences, я пишу брату письмо, I'm writing my brother a letter, and mama готовит детям soup, mama makes soup for her kids, or mom makes her kids soup. I pointed out that the words letter, письмо, and soup are actually the direct object because the letter is being written and the soup is being made or cooked. So the direct object is once again something or somebody that action of the sentence, the main action of the sentence is being done to. And as I said, those of you who are, confident speakers of English, you are familiar with the concept of passive. So something is being written, something is being done, something is being built, something is being said. So when you are able to do this transformation from я читаю книгу, I'm reading a book, to the book is being read, I'm writing a letter, the letter is being written, I'm buying a pizza, the pizza is being bought. That means that in this original sentence, that word that you have in both sentences is actually the direct object. And if you are good, with like grammatical terms, look up transitive verbs. And if these explanations make sense, that's great. I found that sometimes, too many terms, and we already are dealing with case and, context and noun and all that stuff, like if we don't have to add something else, like a transitive versus intransitive verbs, maybe it will make your life easier. But if you're good about like grasping all these grammatical concepts, just look it up, transitive versus intransitive verbs, and that will be very similar to the concept that will actually go right along with the direct object and the indirect object, as I explained here. So let's take a look at the examples here. So here we have я читаю книгу, and я люблю есть суп и пиццу. Я читаю книгу, I'm reading a book. The book is being read by me, means that is a direct action to the book. Я люблю есть суп и пиццу. Here we have two verbs. Я люблю and есть. So I love to eat. And soup and pizza. So what I love is to eat soup and pizza, but soup and pizza are governed by the verb to eat because soup is being eaten and pizza is being eaten. So these are the direct objects following, like whatever we eat is actually direct object. Whatever we eat, whatever we drink, whatever we love, whatever we buy, whatever we sell, that's a very direct action. And when we have our other video kind of like about a lot more of the context for the accusative case, that's when we're gonna look at more examples like that. Okay, the next one is whoever's name it is. And saying somebody's name or like our name, this is something we learned early on. Меня зовут. And you probably, like, if you learned it, you already know that меня зовут is not a direct correspondence to my name is. What we say when I say меня зовут Anna, it's they, people, they call me Anna, which makes me a direct object because I'm being called Anna by these people. And that's kind of like the logic of this sentence works. So when you say меня зовут Анна, его зовут Максим, меня, его, these are actually accusative forms. So what happens when you want to say my brother's name is John or my sister's name is Mary? So when you use this, my brother apostrophe s name, my sister apostrophe s name. Remember when we looked at the apostrophe s, and usually we talk about possession and we use genitive, I said except for someone's name. So when you say like my brother's name is, my sister's name is, my crazy neighbor's name is, my great professor's name is, all these words will actually be in the accusative case because whoever's name it is is going to be accusative. So моего брата зовут John, my brother, мой брат changes to accusative, моего брата. Моя сестра changes to accusative, мою сестру. And then зовут doesn't change because it's always like they, whoever, people, they call my brother John, they call my sister Mary. So one of the first kind of like phrases you learn, and there's already a trick with the grammar there. Okay, finally, the next context is when you use the prepositions v and na in the meaning of to, going to some place plus a destination. And this destination is not a person, because for people, remember, we use dative and the preposition k to say, I'm going to my brother's place. You would use, so your brother's place would be a destination, but because it's a person and because it's your brother's place, you would be using k plus dative. And then when your destination is not a person, it can be somewhere where you can enter, like a building, or it can be an event, like something that's happening. Then that's when you use v or na, both mean to, plus that destination in the accusative case. So for example, here we have мы идем на концерт. We are going to the concert. The concert is our destination, so that's going to be the accusative case. Я еду в Москву. I'm going to Moscow. Again, where am I going to? To Moscow. That's my destination. I'm not there yet. I'm just telling you that's going to be destination of me going somewhere. Yeah, so v plus Moskva in the accusative case because it's a destination. Okay, let's stop here. Okay, switched back. So once again, for the next time, you already know what to do. You work through the instrumental to kind of like prepare yourself for my next video. And you also work through the 3 basic contexts that we covered today for the accusative by writing sentences in English into the comments and putting the word that will be in the accusative case when you translate these sentences into Russian in caps. You know, big letters to indicate that these are the words, or this is the word that will be accusative if we translate that, or when we translate that into Russian. Okay, keep working on the cases. Пока-пока.